Welcome everyone and thank you for joining us today. This webinar is called Your Path to Becoming a Certified Online English Teacher and is designed specially and specifically for people based in UK who are interested in teaching English online. Today's session is presented by City Academy, the official UK representative of ITTI USA, a globally recognized English teacher training provider. Over the next 25 to 30 minutes, I will talk through the full journey from deciding to teach through certification and finally into online teaching opportunities. No prior teaching experience is required, and this session is especially useful if you are considering flexible or remote working. Before we begin, let's be clear about the purpose of today's webinar. By the end of this session, you should have a clear understanding, not just inspiration. You will be able to understand what English teaching certification really involves, not the myths or marketing. How people based in UK realistically enter online English teaching, how certification is accessed and what employers actually looking for. My goal today that you leave knowing whether this path is right for you and if it is, exactly what your next step should be. Your path of becoming a certified online English teacher. City Academy UK's representative of United of ITTI USA. Really sorry for my mistake. So let's introduce who we are. So firstly, I would like to say that City Academy is the official UK representative of ITTI USA, which means we support UK-based trainees through internationally recognized English teacher training. ITTI USA has over 30 years of experience training English teachers worldwide, with graduates teaching both online and in classroom across more than 80 countries. City Academy role is to guide you locally, helping you choose the right course, supporting you during training and preparing you for online teaching opportunities once you qualify. And so, why is online English teaching such a popular choice, especially for people based in United Kingdom? There is a huge global demand for English teachers, and many learners actively look for teachers training in United Kingdom. Online teaching allows you to work from home, choose flexible hours whenever you can work, teach students from around the world without relocating, choosing places, or anything else. For many people, this fits perfectly around existing jobs, family commitments, or lifestyle changes. However, to access reputable platforms and better paid opportunities, certification is essential. So here is your, let's say, roadmap. So you have, let's say, 5 steps that you have to consider. If you're interested in teaching English, then you need to choose certification, training with ITTI, teaching practice, and online teaching jobs. So you have 3 to 5 steps that you need to consider. So I already introduced us. So City Academy is UK representative of ITTI USA, global teaching leader, internationally recognized certification. So, why teach English online from UK and from everywhere abroad? What does it give you? So, as I mentioned already, it gives you work from home, flexible hours, global demand, UK trained teaching teachers highly valued. So, the certification really matters, and a common misunderstanding is that being a fluent English speaker automatically makes someone a good teacher. In reality, employers want teachers who understand how learners acquire English, how to explain grammar clearly, how to manage lessons online, how to correct errors professionally. Certification proves that you have these teaching skills, not just a language ability, because everybody can speak and have their own language ability. For online teaching, this is often the difference between being shortlisted or rejected. Certification focuses on how to teach, not just what to teach. You learn how to plan, structure, and engaging lessons, teach grammar, vocabulary, and skills effectively, adapt lessons to different levels and cultures, manage online classrooms confidently. This training is practical and directly connected to what you will do in real online sessions, as I mentioned already. So ITTI USA offers internationally recognized TEFLA and TESOL certifications that are well suited for online teaching. These courses are fully online and flexible, making them ideal for United Kingdom-based trainees. One key advantage is observed teaching practice, which many basic courses don't include. Employers value this highly because it shows you can teach confidently in real situation. So as far as you understood, one of the most important is how to teach confidently. So during your training, your develop skills, you will develop yourself, and you will use this online training every day. You will develop yourself to be more confident. You will keep students to engage on screen. You will explain grammar clearly and simply. You will encourage speaking and interaction. So you need to remember one thing: the interaction and both-way communication is one of the most important and the most, let's say, um, the most important keys for your development. You will be able to manage lesson timing and pace. So if you have 40 minutes to express the material to the audience, you will need to fit in this 40 minutes, not less, like 30 or 25, not 45, but 40 minutes that you will need to fit in this gap, especially for timing. By the end of this course, you will feel confident delivering lessons on platforms like Zoom or similar tools. So don't hesitate to ask your questions and everything that is important for you. So, your skills, as I already mentioned, you will be able and you will gain student engagement because you need to make inclusive class. You need to include everyone without you don't need to exclude anyone. Some people are speaking slower, they accept information a bit slower, but with the right guidance, they will be able to understand you properly. So you need to make inclusive class because this is inclusivity, not exclusivity. Assessment is continuous and supportive. There are no traditional exams. You are assessed through written assignments, a lesson planning task that are specifically for you, teaching practice with feedback, one of the most important that you will be able to gain confidence, and the goal of everything is improvement and confidence building, not pressure. Trainers will guide you throughout, helping you to develop naturally as a teacher. Certification is the gateway to employment. City Academy supports you with preparing your CV for online platforms, understanding interview expectations, identifying realistic entry level opportunities, and many UK based teachers start part time, often teaching 5 to 10 hours a week, and increase their workload as they gain confidence and experience. So once you feel more confident, you will be able to include more students in your classes. So the most important thing and my advice is start with less people, not one person, but at least three people in your class. So you will be able to build a small interaction between the people and you will be able to understand and observe their needs. You need to learn that because this will be one of the most important things in your future career: interactions and observing the students' needs. You will need to know that. You will need also to know how to speak with the people, not to be very shy, not to be very, let's say, aggressive, but to be nice and calm so they will be able to hear you and understand you properly. To summarize, your pathway is clear and achievable. I can tell you that because I'm a teacher. I used to be a teacher in a Bulgarian school that I started in here in London, and I'm continuing my teaching career. This to be a teacher was my, let's say, dream from my high school in Bulgaria. I'm from Bulgaria. I'm not from United Kingdom. So I'm really sorry if I make lapses, mistakes, and something like that. English is my second language. But what I'm focused, I want to tell you is don't be shy. If you want to learn, if you want to speak, if you want to know, just speak. Don't hesitate. Don't close your mouth. Speak and pronunciate the words. Because one more thing I would like to add: the people that you will meet from around the world, they have different accents, they have different pronunciation, and for you to be able to speak clearly, you need to have a diction of speaking. the right diction. So when you're asking questions, when you're underlining word or hitting the specific word with pronunciation, you need to learn how to speak with people. So let's do a small conclusion. For this, to summarize, your pathway is clear and achievable. You start by choosing the right certification, enroll with City Academy, complete your training with ITTI USA, and then enter the online teaching market with confidence. This is flexible, respected career option that allows you to work globally while based in United Kingdom. So thank you for joining today's session. We're happy to answer your question and discuss how your pathway could work for you. So there are some myths that I would like also to mention. Um, so as far as you see, many myths are that to be a teacher, you need to have an experience. You don't feel confident. It takes years to get experience or something like that. But the reality is beginner friendly atmosphere, skill taught step by step guidance and support, flexible timelines. So, to summarize, you have seen that becoming a certified online English teacher is not complicated, but it does require the right pathway. With City Academy, you're not just choosing a course, you're choosing UK based guidance, an internationally recognized certification with ITTI USA, and support that helps you move from training into real online teaching work. If teaching English online appeals to you, whether as a career change, a flexible side income, or for a long term profession, the next step is simply conversation. After the webinar, we invite you to speak with City Academy, discuss your background and goals, and get clear advice on which certification is right for you. There is no obligation today. The goal is clarity, not pressure. If you are ready to move forward, we can also explain course options, start dates, study flexibility, and how soon you could realistically begin teaching online. So, if this pathway sounds right for you, don't leave with unanswered questions. Book a consultation, speak to us in the chat, or register your interest today and take the first real step toward becoming a certified online English teacher. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to speaking with you individually after the session.